Preparing for your California DMV permit test? Congratulations. You've come to the right channel. On this channel, you'll find everything you need to pass on your first try. Guaranteed. This mock test includes 46 questions, just like the real exam. You'll need 38 correct answers to pass. Quick tip: don't miss the last 8 road sign questions. They're important and can earn you easy points in your exam. All questions are based on the official study guide. Keep track of your score and let us know in the comments how many you got right. Let's get started. Question 1. When using a vehicle with a lap belt and a separate shoulder belt, you should A. Use only the lap belt. B. Use only the shoulder belt. C. Use both the lap and shoulder belt together. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Use both the lap and shoulder belt together. Explanation: when riding in a vehicle equipped with both a lap belt and a separate shoulder belt, you must use both belts together. Question 2. What should you do if you see a vehicle with only one headlight approaching you at night? A. Flash your high beams to alert them. B. Drive as far to the left as possible. C. Drive as far to the right as possible. D. Keep driving normally, it's not your concern. The correct answer is C. Drive as far to the right as possible. Explanation: when a vehicle with one light drives toward you at night, drive as far to the right as possible. It could be a bicyclist, motorcyclist, or vehicle with a missing headlight. Question 3. Use your low beam headlights within dash of an oncoming vehicle. A. 300 feet. B. 500 feet. C. 600 feet. D. 1,000 feet. The correct answer is B. 500 feet. Explanation: you must dim your high beam headlights, switch to low beams, when you arrive within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 4. When can you steer with one hand on the steering wheel? A. When driving on a busy highway to maintain control of the vehicle. B. When you want to make sharp turns at high speeds. C. When you are turning while backing up and need to turn in your seat to see behind. D. When making quick lane changes in heavy traffic. The correct answer is C. When you are turning while backing up and need to turn in your seat to see behind. Explanation: you can steer with one hand when you are turning while backing up and need to turn in your seat to see where you are going behind. Question 5. What is the speed limit for alleys? A. 5 miles per hour. B. 10 miles per hour. C. 15 miles per hour. D. 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. 15 miles per hour. Explanation: the speed limit in any alley is 15 miles per hour. Question 6. When can you proceed after stopping for a school bus with flashing red lights and an extended stop sign? A. As soon as the door closes. B. When the bus starts moving, red lights stop, or the driver signals you. C. When you hear no noise. D. After 30 seconds. The correct answer is B. When the bus starts moving, red lights stop, or the driver signals you. Explanation. You should remain stopped before a school bus with its red lights flashing and stop sign out until the bus driver stops. Flashing red lights and starts flashing amber lights, the bus starts moving again, or the driver signals you to proceed. Question 7. In ideal driving conditions, what should you do to ensure safe and lawful driving? A. Drive as fast as you feel comfortable. B. Drive below the minimum speed limit at all times. C. Adhere to the posted speed limit. D. Follow the speed of other drivers, even if it's over the limit. The correct answer is C. Adhere to the posted speed limit. Explanation. In ideal driving conditions, you should adhere to the posted speed limit on the road you are traveling to ensure safe and lawful driving. Question 8. Why is tailgating dangerous for you? A. It helps you see the road ahead more clearly. B. It allows for quicker reactions in case of emergencies. C. It obstructs your view of the road and reduces reaction time. D. It encourages safer driving behavior. The correct answer is C. It obstructs your view of the road and reduces reaction time. Explanation. Tailgating makes it harder for you to see the road ahead because the vehicle in front of you blocks your view and reduces your reaction time. Question 9. What should you do when faced with an oncoming vehicle to your left and a bicyclist to your right? A. Brake suddenly. B. Let the car pass first and then pass the bicyclist. C. Pass the bicyclist quickly. D. Pull onto the shoulder. The correct answer is B. Let the car pass first and then pass the bicyclist. Explanation. When faced with an oncoming vehicle to your left and a bicyclist to your right, you should let the car pass first and then safely pass the bicyclist. Question 10. What should you do when a blind person is crossing the street with a cane or guide dog? A. Honk once to warn them. B. Drive slowly around them. C. Stop and let them pass. D. Flash your headlights. The correct answer is C. Stop and let them pass. Explanation. When encountering a blind person crossing the street with a cane or a guide dog, you should stop immediately and let the person pass. Question 11. When is it legal to drive in a bicycle lane? A. When parking, if permitted. B. When making a right turn. C. To avoid congestion. D. Both A and B. The correct answer is D. Both A and B. Explanation. It is legal to drive in a bicycle lane when parking on the road, if permitted, when entering or leaving the road, and within 200 feet of an intersection for making a right turn. Question 12. How can you tell if you're in a truck's blind spot? A. If the truck driver is continuously honking. B. If you can't see the truck driver in the truck's side mirror. C. If the truck is using turn signals. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. If you can't see the truck driver in the truck's side mirror. Explanation. You can tell if you're in a large truck's blind spot if you cannot see the truck driver in the truck's side mirror. Question 13. Why is driving beside or behind large commercial vehicles dangerous? A. They move slowly. B. They use more fuel. C. They have large blind spots and can block your escape if they stop suddenly. D. They can't drive in the left lane. The correct answer is C. They have large blind spots and can block your escape if they stop suddenly. Explanation. Driving alongside large commercial vehicles is dangerous because they have significant blind spots on both sides that are big enough to block your sight, and if you're directly behind one of these vehicles and there's a sudden stop, you could find yourself with no escape route. Question 14. What should you do if you miss a turn while driving through an intersection? A. Immediately make a U-turn to correct your mistake. B. Keep driving until you can safely and legally turn around. C. Stop in the intersection and wait for traffic to clear before reversing. D. Honk your horn to alert other drivers and quickly back up. The correct answer is B. Keep driving until you can safely and legally turn around. Explanation. If you miss a turn while driving through an intersection, keep driving until you can safely and legally turn around. Question 15. What should you do if your vehicle stalls on railroad tracks and no train is coming? A. Call for help and wait in your car. B. Try to restart in drive mode. C. Shift to neutral and push the car off the tracks. D. Stay in the car and honk. The correct answer is C. Shift to neutral and push the car off the tracks. Explanation. If your vehicle stalls on railroad tracks and won't start, and no train is approaching, you should shift to neutral and try to push the vehicle off the tracks.
Finding this video helpful? Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Your support helps us create more practice videos to get you test ready. Now, let's get back to it.
Question 16. Why should you not turn your wheel to the left while waiting to turn at an intersection? A. It helps you turn faster when there's a gap. B. Your could be pushed into oncoming traffic if rear-ended. C. It allows better visibility. D. It blocks crosswalks. The correct answer is B. Your could be pushed into oncoming traffic if rear-ended. Explanation. You should not turn your steering wheel to the left when stopped at an intersection waiting for oncoming traffic to clear, because your vehicle could be pushed into the path of oncoming traffic if you are rear-ended. Question 17. What is the center left turn lane used for? A. For parking. B. For driving straight. C. For making safe left turns or U-turns. D. For emergency stops. The correct answer is C. For making safe left turns or U-turns. Explanation. The purpose of a center left turn lane is to provide a safe space for drivers to prepare for and make left turns or U-turns. Question 18. What should you do if cars keep passing you on the right on the highway? A. Speed up to stay ahead. B. Move to the right lane and let others pass on the left. C. Stay in your lane no matter what. D. Move in the middle of the road. The correct answer is B. Move to the right lane and let others pass on the left. Explanation. If you find yourself continually being passed on the right on the highway, you should move to the right lane and allow other vehicles to pass you on the left. Question 19. As you approach a curve or the crest of a hill, you should A. Increase your speed. B. Move to the left side of the road to have a better view. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. D. Attempt to pass the vehicle ahead before entering the curve. The correct answer is C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Explanation. When approaching a curve or the top of a hill, you should reduce your speed and proceed cautiously. This allows you to react appropriately to unexpected conditions. Question 20. Who is allowed to use an HOV carpool lane? A. Any driver during off-peak hours. B. Only vehicles with 4 or more wheels. C. Drivers who meet posted requirements, ride motorcycles, or have eligible low-emission vehicles with decals. D. Delivery vehicles only. The correct answer is C. Drivers who meet posted requirements, ride motorcycles, or have eligible low-emission vehicles with decals. Explanation. You can use an HOV lane if you meet the requirements stated on the signs, drive an eligible low zero-emission vehicle with the proper decal, or ride a motorcycle unless restricted. Question 21. What should you do when backing up your car? A. Look in your rearview mirror only. B. Look over your shoulder in the direction you are moving. C. Rely only on your backup camera. D. Roll down your window and listen. The correct answer is B. Look over your shoulder in the direction you are moving. Explanation. When backing up your car, you should always look over your shoulder in the direction you are moving to watch out for obstacles or pedestrians in your path. Question 22. What happens if someone is found misusing an accessible parking permit? A. Nothing. B. They receive a warning. C. They may face fines and lose privileges. D. They are banned from parking. The correct answer is C. They may face fines and lose privileges. Explanation. If a person is found misusing an accessible parking permit, they will be subjected to fines and revoked privileges. Question 23. What must you do when stopped at a red arrow and planning to turn right? A. Turn after giving signals. B. Turn when traffic is clear. C. Turn after honking. D. Wait until the light turns green. The correct answer is D. Wait until the light turns green. Explanation. When you are stopped at a red arrow light and intend to make a right turn, you must wait until the light changes to green before making the turn. Question 24. Where should you turn your wheels when parking uphill without a curb? A. To the left. B. Keep them straight ahead. C. To the right, off the road. D. To any direction. The correct answer is C. To the right, off the road. Explanation. When facing uphill on a road without a curb, you must turn your vehicle's wheels sharply to the right. If the vehicle rolls, it will go off the road rather than into traffic. Question 25. You find yourself on the wrong expressway exit. What should you do to get back on track? A. Drive in reverse to return to the expressway. B. Get off at that exit and look for signs that tell you how to return to the expressway. C. Make a U-turn and return to the expressway. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Get off at that exit and look for signs that tell you how to return to the expressway. Explanation. If you accidentally take the wrong exit on an expressway, the safest and most responsible course of action is to exit at that ramp and follow signs or directions that guide you back to the correct route. Question 26. What should you do when you see orange cones or construction signs on a freeway? A. Honk and change lanes. B. Speed up to pass through quickly. C. Slow down and watch for workers and equipment. D. Start driving on the shoulder. The correct answer is C. Slow down and watch for workers and equipment. Explanation. When you encounter orange construction signs or cones on a freeway, you should slow down and be prepared for the presence of workers and equipment.
Don't have time to study every test question? No worries. We've got you covered. You can get ready in less than 1 hour and pass the California DMV permit test guaranteed. Get our premium cheat sheet with 150 must-know questions. Tap the link above to download now. You can also grab it from the description below.
Question 27. What can happen if you drive without a valid driver's license in California? A. You'll only receive a warning. B. You may face fines, vehicle impoundment, and possible jail time. C. You'll be allowed to drive for another 30 days. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. You may face fines, vehicle impoundment, and possible jail time. Explanation. Driving without a valid driver's license in California can result in fines, impoundment of the vehicle, and possible jail time. Question 28. How do blind spots on large commercial vehicles compare to those on regular cars? A. They're the same size. B. They're smaller. C. They are larger on both sides. D. Trucks don't have blind spots. The correct answer is C. They are larger on both sides. Explanation. Compared to regular vehicles, large commercial vehicles have bigger blind spots on both sides. Question 29. What must you attach to cargo that extends more than 4 feet from the rear bumper? A. A white flag. B. A red or fluorescent orange 12-inch flag. C. A blinking yellow light. D. A blue reflector. The correct answer is B. A red or fluorescent orange 12-inch flag. Explanation. Cargo that extends more than 4 feet from the vehicle's back rear bumper must display a 12-inch red or fluorescent orange square flag. At night, this cargo must be marked with 2 red lights. Question 30. What should you do when moving from a bright area to a dark road? A. Speed up to clear the area faster. B. Turn off your headlights. C. Drive slowly until your eyes adjust. D. Use high beams immediately. The correct answer is C. Drive slowly until your eyes adjust. Explanation. When driving from brightly lit place to a darker space, you must drive slowly until your eyes adjust to the darkness. Question 31. Which of the following should you use during heavy rain? A. High beams headlights. B. Parking lights only. C. Low beams headlights. D. Hazard lights. The correct answer is C. Low beams headlights. Explanation. When driving in heavy rain, use low beam headlights as they provide adequate visibility without causing glare from the raindrops. Question 32. When your vehicle begins to skid, you should A. Press the brake pedal firmly. B. Shift to a lower gear. C. Turn the steering wheel sharply. D. Keep your foot off the brake pedal. The correct answer is D. Keep your foot off the brake pedal. Explanation. The most important thing to do when you start to skid is to keep your foot off the brake pedal, as doing so can make the skid worse. Question 33. What is one way to signal an emergency if you stop on the highway? A. Turn on wipers. B. Turn on interior lights. C. Lift the hood or tie a cloth to the left door. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Lift the hood or tie a cloth to the left door. Explanation. If you need to stop on the highway due to vehicle trouble, lift the hood of your vehicle or tie a handkerchief on the left door to signal an emergency. Question 34. If you're in a collision with no injuries but your car blocks traffic, what must you do? A. Call 911 and wait in the car. B. Leave the vehicle where it is. C. Move the vehicle off the road if safe. D. Put cones around your car. The correct answer is C. Move the vehicle off the road if safe. Explanation. If you are involved in an accident with no apparent injuries and your vehicle is blocking traffic, you must move your vehicle off the traveled portion of the roadway to prevent further accidents. Question 35. What must you show law enforcement during a traffic stop? A. Only your ID card. B. Driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. C. Driver's license and vehicle registration only. D. Just your driver's license. The correct answer is B. Driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. Explanation. If you are stopped by law enforcement in California, you must provide your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance when requested. Question 36. How does alcohol consumption affect your ability to judge distances and speeds while driving? A. It improves your ability to judge distances and speeds. B. It has no effect on your ability to judge distances and speeds. C. It impairs your ability to judge distances and speeds. D. It makes your ability to judge distances and speeds more accurate. The correct answer is C. It impairs your ability to judge distances and speeds. Explanation. Alcohol slows your reflexes, reaction time, and impairs your ability to judge distances and speeds accurately. Question 37. When are drivers perceived to be driving under the influence of alcohol considered intoxicated? A. When their blood alcohol concentration is 0.8 or higher. B. When their blood alcohol concentration is 0.10 or higher. C. When their blood alcohol concentration is 0.5 or higher. D. When their blood alcohol concentration is 0.15 or higher. The correct answer is A. When their blood alcohol concentration is 0.8 or higher. Explanation. Drivers are considered to be driving under the influence of alcohol when their blood alcohol concentration is 0.8 or higher. Question 38. What should you do when pulled over by a law enforcement officer? A. Quickly exit the vehicle and approach the officer. B. Stay in the driver's seat with both hands on the steering wheel. C. Immediately turn off your vehicle's engine. D. None of the above. The correct answer is B. Stay in the driver's seat with both hands on the steering wheel. Explanation. When pulled over by law enforcement, it is recommended to stay in the driver's seat and keep both hands clearly visible on the steering wheel. Question 39. What does this arrow signal indicate when flashing? A. Drivers must come to a complete stop and not turn in the direction of the arrow. B. Drivers can turn in the direction of the arrow without yielding to oncoming traffic. C. Drivers must proceed straight ahead and not turn in the direction of the arrow. D. Drivers can turn in the direction of the arrow but should yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. The correct answer is D. Drivers can turn in the direction of the arrow but should yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. A flashing yellow left arrow indicates that drivers may make a left turn, but they must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians before proceeding. It allows for an unprotected turn, requiring extra caution. Question 40. What does this red sign typically indicate? A. Drivers should slow down but not necessarily stop. B. Drivers must come to a complete stop at the sign and proceed only when it is safe. C. Drivers can ignore the sign if there is no traffic. D. Drivers can proceed without stopping if the road is clear. The correct answer is B. Drivers must come to a complete stop at the sign and proceed only when it is safe. Explanation. This regulatory sign requires drivers to come to a complete stop at the stop line, crosswalk, or before entering the intersection. Question 41. What does this traffic sign signify for drivers? A. They must come to a complete stop. B. They should reduce their speed and prepare to merge. C. They should be cautious of animals crossing. D. They are allowed to make a U-turn. The correct answer is D. They are allowed to make a U-turn. Explanation. This sign indicates that drivers are permitted to make a U-turn at this specific point on the road. Question 42. What does this sign indicate? A. There's a pedestrian crossing ahead. B. There's a stop sign ahead. C. There's a railroad crossing ahead. Drivers must prepare to stop if necessary. D. There is a traffic signal ahead. The correct answer is C. There's a railroad crossing ahead. Drivers must prepare to stop if necessary. Explanation. This sign is a warning to drivers that they are approaching a place where a road crosses railroad tracks. It advises drivers to slow down, look for trains, and be ready to stop. Question 43. What does this sign indicate? A. The road ahead is closed for all traffic. B. The far right lane will end ahead, and drivers in that lane must merge left safely. C. All traffic must shift to the far right lane ahead. D. The road ahead will become a one-way street. The correct answer is B. The far right lane will end ahead, and drivers in that lane must merge left safely. Explanation. This sign warns drivers that the lane on the far right is ending and will no longer be available. Drivers in the right lane must merge into the adjacent lane to the left. Question 44. This sign shows the A. County route. B. State route. C. U.S. route. D. Interstate route. The correct answer is A. County route. Explanation. This road sign represents a county route. County routes connect smaller municipalities or rural areas within a county and are often marked with a unique number to help drivers identify routes within a specific county. Question 45. What does this road sign indicate? A. The road is closed due to construction work, and no vehicles are allowed to pass. B. Workers are present on the road, and drivers should proceed cautiously at the posted speed limit. C. Drivers must stop and wait for instructions from roadwork personnel before proceeding. D. The road is open without restrictions despite ongoing construction. The correct answer is B. Workers are present on the road, and drivers should proceed cautiously at the posted speed limit. Explanation. This road sign alerts drivers to the presence of workers on or near the road due to ongoing construction or maintenance. Drivers are required to proceed with caution, adhering strictly to the posted speed limit to ensure the safety of the workers and other road users. Question 46. What do the broken and solid yellow lines going side by side on this road signify? A. Vehicles can pass from either direction. B. A pedestrian crossing zone where vehicles must stop. C. Vehicles on the side with the broken line can pass if it is safe, while vehicles on the side with the solid line cannot pass. D. A separation between the bicycle lane and the car lane. The correct answer is C. Vehicles on the side with the broken line can pass if it is safe, while vehicles on the side with the solid line cannot pass. Explanation. The broken and solid yellow lines going side by side indicate different passing rules for each direction of traffic. Vehicles traveling on the side with the broken line can pass or change lanes if safe. However, vehicles on the side with the solid line are not permitted to pass or cross the line under any circumstances.